welcome to this episode of Hypnotist Bernie's Exposition. We have a familiar face here, and your name is?
Emily Lindstrom.
Yeah. Remind us, Emily, who are you?
I was the girl that puked on Cambridge Broadcasting. I boosted the ratings.
Yes, she's our favorite.
I know. I'm a returning guest.
Right.
I've done this, what, now 4 times
Right.
now? 5 times?
If Montel, you're watching, she's...
I know. Shock TV, it's great.
You're, who was it? Brown Walters?
Yeah. You sure you don't want me to puke on NBC, CBS?
And another one, here's the guest for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I hear you're moving.
I am moving to New York on Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's a move that's been in the works for a while now. I'm moving to New York to continue with my acting and writing career.
That's great.
So yeah.
Remind us, what was the original thing that you come in to see us for? Back in October, was it?
Oh wow! I think back in October it was just I hadn't done any acting in a long time. I had taken time off to travel and write, and so it was sort of coming to it new again, going to auditions, go-sees, things like that. I was going back and forth between Boston and New York. And it was really nerve-wracking, going to these auditions and, you're immediately kind of, just terrified of them. Right. So I think that was the first one we did, if I believe I'm correct.
And you have moved on.
I have.
You got a lot done ever since.
Yeah.
So tell us, what kind of work do you have lined up for you in New York?
I have some go-sees planned for agencies. I'm going to several agencies to meet with them, and hopefully they'll help find me work. And as for day job, I'm doing more promotional work. There's a lot of promotional work going on right now. So.
That's great. Tell us about your writing career.
It's going along really well. I'm still putting the finishing touches on a novel I've been writing for several years now.
Right.
So still working on that. That's hopefully that'll be done soon, but it takes a while to tweak everything.
Right, that's true. So what would you like to work on today?
I think today it's a problem I think a lot of people face, especially when they're moving to another place, is the stress of moving, especially making a big life change where you're moving to make a career change, and it's definitely a bit nerve-wracking, especially moving to a city like New York. I've been there before, I've traveled there to see family and friends, but it's a whole different game when you're going to live there and try to make a career for yourself. So hopefully today just kind of soothe my my nerves a bit and de-stress a little bit, just so I can be calm about it and positive.
I'm sure you've told us this before, but what is it about New York that draws you there?
Well, there are several reasons. Because I'm in a relationship right now of 3 years, and my boyfriend still lives here in Boston, New York makes more sense, rather than moving out to LA. That's kind of too big of a gap in distance. But also New York is where you go to be an actor. New York and LA, it's sort of choose between the two. So it made more sense to do New York right now.
Right. But when you were a kid, did you ever envision yourself in New York?
I didn't. No, I didn't. I actually wanted to move to London to be an actor.
Oh, all right.
And I did try that, but UK work requirements and visas and citizenships are very, very difficult to obtain. So I know.
It's the British.
I made Dame Judi Dench mad. She didn't like me. So no, when I was little, it was always I still hope to do this one day, to move to England and act in London. I love European films. I love hopefully if I can conquer the French language eventually, take on French film as well. So, but for now, New York will suffice.
Hey, if the French actors got to act in poor English in America.
Exactly.
And you get to act in France.
And the French have a much healthier view on aging. As an American, once you turn 40 as an actress, you're sort of, shelved. Your career begins in France when you're 40. So I figure I'll make the move over there when I cross the hill.
Actually, most of them are actually 28. They just...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now that all the political correctness police...
I know. Now that we have managed to offend the British, the French, the Americans.
Yeah, great to be on prime time.
I know. This is great. This is great. The ratings will continue to go up, Bernard.
Oh, would you, if you don't mind, tell us what happened at H&M?
I was recognized. Bernard was worried that no one had seen his show of late, and I was at H&M the other day. Actually, it was like about a month or so ago, but I was having my stuff run up, and the guy behind the counter recognized me. He asked me if I was the girl who puked on Cambridge Broadcasting. So, this is when I still had blonde hair, so I guess he still recognized me from that. But, yeah, so people are watching. Right. People are watching, and they're probably continuing to watch to see what I'll do.
She is much more famous.
Go into a seizure, faint, I can do all of it.
Emily is much more famous than I do. Nobody recognizes me on the street.
That's why you have to puke, Bernard. You have to puke in the middle of the sentence.
But it's good. Now that when I post an ad on Craigslist or something, I can tell.
Yeah.
You get to be famous.
You get to be famous. Just make sure you do something embarrassing. Make sure you trip, fall, smash your head on something. Do something embarrassing, and people will remember you.
We do not actually encourage that. If the insurer is watching this right now.
Well, it's really embarrassing because I made it out of the room in time to puke, but I puked on the poor guy on the front desk. Right. I puked on the front desk.
Right.
So
it's a shame we don't have a camera.
I know. Just following me around, that'd be great.
We should apply for a reality TV budget.
We should. What will Emily do next to damage her career?
To improve, the excitement. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
who wants a boring old girl who's just going to sit there and be polite? You have to puke.
Oh no, you did well when you were polite.
Yeah, I was. I excused myself before I could puke on the equipment. I could puke on the equipment.
Yeah, you asked very politely.
I did. I asked first, and then I came back. I wiped the vomit off my face, and I came back.
You don't just sit and do the show, right? Like, you clean yourself up.
I was a champ.
You've redone your makeup. And then,
I did. Yeah.
If people are just joining us at the point where you sit
Never would have.
Nobody would have known.
No one would have known.
It's impossible.
Yeah, no one. So I'm good.
It's the best. So
moving right along.
What would you like to work on today?
Again, just sort of de-stressing a bit and maybe calming my nerves.
Right.
It's any kind of move is a very stressful thing to do, so it's always nice to approach it from a very calm aspect and not be so stressed out. And so hopefully today we can work on that.
How are you getting there? By train?
Yes, my boyfriend and I are going down this weekend, and I'm staying with a friend. And then when I find an apartment, since Craigslist isn't very reliable in finding a roommate, then I will have my stuff sent for. So I'm a bit of a displaced person right now. But
by having your stuff sent for means your boyfriend's going to carry everything.
Yeah, exactly. He's my porter, basically. So, yeah, I just have the fan and the parasol, right. So I'm good to go.
All right, sounds great. For you and for him.
Yes.
So how do you feel when you're thinking about moving?
It's a mixture of a little bit of stress, and then of course you're excited, but the excitement kind of comes with an anxiety as well,
right. Could you tell us what you mean by anxiety?
Well, I think everyone, especially young people moving, you always worry about money, you always worry about an apartment, is it going to be a good situation, and of course when you're making any career change, it's, you hope you'll be successful, but you never know.
Right.
So a lot of those things sort of add to the anxiety of it.
Could you tell us what you mean by you're feeling that it may not be successful?
Well, I'm going into a career where I think maybe 1% of people, become successful. Acting is a career that you definitely don't know, and the odds are always kind of stacked against you. So
right. You have acted before.
I have. But I come from a theater background. I'm making kind of the first step into film and TV. TV.
Well,
so it's a very hard career to crack, and it's one that I think everyone knows there's a possibility of failure, a bigger one perhaps for any other.
Well, you're on TV, right? And thousands of actresses in Europe who are not on this show. Right?
Yeah, definitely not puking. So I mean, I've already won up on that. Yeah.
What kind of thoughts go through your mind when you feel a little bit anxious?
Again, just am I going to be able to support myself and pursue a career that, pays next to nothing when you're still trying it? And, you worry about safety and personal happiness. Is this move going to be something that makes me happy and fulfilled, or is it going to be something that, turns out to be a disaster? You never know.
And what kind of things do you do when you are, when you have those thoughts?
Drink. No.
We only have 30 moments.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Join us next time.
No, there's only so much you can do. You try to calm yourself down. You try to put matters into perspective.
Right.
And, sometimes you're successful, but most of the time I just find things to distract myself. If that anxiety comes up, that's when you just kind of find something else to do to kind of push it to the back of your mind.
Right. And let's pretend that you're in New York and you're feeling fine, right? What kind of thoughts would go through your mind?
A sense of, I guess, peace, of being relaxed, finally calm, finally not so anxious, just sort of able to kind of go with the flow of everything.
Right. And by not so anxious, what kind of bodily sensation would you be feeling?
I think it's always sort of I can't speak for everyone, but I think it's kind of a knot in your stomach. It's a knot in your stomach. It's kind of that your every muscle is sort of tensed. Right. It's anxiety. It's something that won't let your body physically or emotionally relax and be at peace.
What would you be doing when you feel peace and relaxed?
I honestly think I'd be more productive because I wouldn't have those obstacles preventing me from just pursuing, the goal.
All right. Sounds good. What we're about to do is hypnosis. I'm sure you know by now. Hypnosis is a crazy thing. Yeah. People jump up and down and they become like all
dance
kinds
on
of
tables,
weird. Dance on tables,
swing from lights.
Yes.
It's horrible.
And they float in air.
Yeah, I levitate. Sometimes I levitate. So.
Yes, momentarily disappear, teleports, and speak 4 different languages.
Right. Yeah. If only.
Yeah, that could happen.
Yeah.
So
stay tuned. No, you covered them all, Bernard.
All right, why don't you sit a little bit closer?
Sure. We were expecting another actress today.
Yeah, we were, but
she
didn't. All right.
Oh well.
All right. So sit back with your feet flat on the floor. That's right. And just focus on the center of my palm. That's right. When my palm touches your forehead, I want you to close your eyes and let yourself drift. Just like the way before, just like the way you remember how calm, peace, and comfortable you are. That's right. At the count of 3, I would like you to open your eyes and stare at the center of your palms again. And as you're staring at the center of my palm again, as soon as I say the word sleep, you'll find yourself relaxing, you'll find your eyelids slowly closing, and you drift twice as deep into hypnosis, feeling twice as good. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Stare at the center of my palm. That's right. Sleep. Let yourself go. And sleep. Deeper and deeper. More and more relaxed. Just let yourself go. And sleep. free, I will let you to open your eyes. And as soon as I say the word sleep, you're going to close your eyes and go 10 times as deep in your hypnosis. Each time you close your eyes, each time you go back to hypnosis, sleep twice as deep, feel twice as comfortable, twice as relaxed. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, sleep. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, sleep. That's right. So go sleep. Deeper and deeper down. More relaxed. That's right. Feeling so good, so calm, so comfortable. As I count backwards from 20 to 1, with each number I count, let yourself drift further and further off from the hypnosis. Let your body sink deeper and deeper into the chair. Let your mind float further and further up into the air. 20. 19. 18. 'That's right. Just let your body sink deeper and deeper into the chair. That's right. Feel your back against the softness of the chair. Feel the back of your legs, your rear against the chair as you sink deeper and deeper down, all the way into the chair. That's right. Every breath you take, you go deeper. 10, 9, 8. As if your entire body is sinking into the chair, all the way through to the chair, onto the floor. That's right. All the way down to the floor. And as your body sink, sag, and limp, you can feel your head filling up with helium balloon, like a helium balloon just starting to float, float, float. Feel your chin starting to float in the air. That's right. Slowly lifting your chin, lifting your nose. Every strand of your hair is being attached to a helium balloon. As you feel your mind getting lighter and lighter and lighter, floating up, up, up into the air. That's right. Feel your ears, your lips filling up with helium, so light. So feel your chin floating up, up, up. Feel your legs, and your back sinking deep, deep. Relax, let go, sleep. Relax, let go. 3, 2, 1, sleep. That's right. Feeling so good, so calm, so wonderful. Now, Emily, I would like you to imagine that your right arm is attached to a helium balloon. And you can feel your arm starting to drift up, up, up into the air. That's right. Feel that arm starting to drift up, up, up into the air. And as that arm drift, you feel your entire mind, entire body is being filled up with a calming, cooling sensation. And you feel all your anxiety just left behind as your body starts to lift up, up, up into the air. So you can feel your other arm getting lighter and lighter and lighter, as if it is also being attached by a helium balloon, as it floats up, up, up into the air. And as you let your mind and your body being washed over and over by this wonderful, happy sensation, the unconscious mind is opened and ready to accept all the beneficial suggestions I'm about to give you right now. That's right. That's right. Now, as we talked about it before, we're about to make a move to New York. And as you mentioned, it is only human that you may feel a little bit nervous or stressful. But I would like you to imagine that you're moving and you're in New York. Everything is working out because you know you're a good actress, you know you're talented, you have a good education, and you will do very well in New York. Everything is going to work out fine. That's right. You know it's going to work out fine. You believe it's going to work out fine. But there may be some bits of negative energy that is holding you back. And I would like you to use your unconscious mind to find that last bits of anxiety, this last bit of stress that might be holding you back right now. And just let that go now. That's right. Just let this floating, happy sensations continuously washing over you. I want you to find the last bit of stress or nervousness anywhere on your cheek, your nose, your lips, and just let that go right now. You are having any negative energy that you're holding on your ears, your shoulders, just let it go right now. That's right. Just let it out. That's right. Let it go right now. And let all the negative energy you may be holding on at the center of your body, and your fingers and your elbows, let them go down. That's right. It just feels so good to just let yourself lift up, up into the air. That's right. All the way up. This happy floating sensation when you're in. Feels so good to be stress-free, so good to be anxiety-free as you just let yourself lift and float, and lift and float. Nothing else is bothering you right now. Nothing is worrying you. When you move to New York, you'll be the Emily that you want to be. You'll be fully confident in your talents. You'll be fully confident in your ability to take anything one day at a time, because you know you'll be successful. You will not let anything, unnecessary worries, unnecessary burden to bother you at all. Everything you do, everybody you see, everything you touch, will turn out all right for you, and you'll be very happy. That's right. And now, as you gently put your arms back down, let all the negative energy go right now. That's right. And all that is left is a confident, happy, relaxed, calm Emily that is ready to face all the new challenges that she has. She knows she's going to do well. She knows she's very confident. She knows she's not going to overthink things. She'll just be in the moment, be happy, creative, and amazing. As I slowly count from 1 to 10, when you come back to this room, you'll feel amazing. You'll feel all the negative energy have left your body. You'll feel that all the burdens have left your shoulders. You'll be wide awake when you come back, just like you've just slept for the last 12 hours. Feeling totally amazing, totally great. You'll be able to see, hear, feel everything in its true sense with much more acuity, much more dexterity. You find yourself smiling a lot, smiling to everybody you meet, to everything that we do. In fact, as I slowly count from 1 to 10, you have a bigger and bigger smile on your face. 1, that's right. 2, so happy. 3, happier and happier. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whenever you're ready, 10. It's great, doesn't it?
Yes.
Thank you for coming. So
Sure.
tell me, how do you feel?
Wonderful.
Wonderful?
Yes.
Are you happy?
Yes, very.
What do you remember from the session?
Nothing really.
Do you, how do you feel in your head right now?
Much more relaxed, much more at peace and calm. It's a very nice feeling.
It's great. Thank you for
Yes,
coming.
thank you, Bernard. Always a pleasure.